Today, we are going to plan an entire year of family vacations in under an hour. This is my full system of how I plan out my whole year with my family of 6. When it comes to reward travel, most families don't need more income, more cards, and more points. They just need more intention. This is the moment where everything clicks and where I see so many families accumulating points and then never actually taking the trip. Or maybe they cash them in for one flight. Once you see this, travel will no longer feel complicated. It's so good, you guys. So good. So to recap everything that we have covered in this playlist, and if you haven't gone through, then I encourage you to click this little link right here and get started. But everything we've covered in this playlist, we've discussed family A and family B. Family A being our responsible family who puts everything on a debit card. Family B being our responsible family who puts everything through strategic travel reward cards, pays them off every single month, and accumulates enough points using this strategy in the first video to take their family of 5 on at least one amazing, often international trip every single year. Then in the second video, we walked through exactly how to find these reward deals and the process of searching and finding our flights and our hotels. And oh my gosh, we found some awesome deals to take our family to London this year, which sounds super fun. In our third video, I covered my start to finish process, and it was kind of a case study where I booked an actual flight to Paris, walked you through my whole process, and it showed you how to transfer your reward points and what it looks like to actually be using these reward websites and the behind the scenes look of how it all comes together. Then in the last video, we walked through myths and misconceptions about how you don't need as many points as you might think you do. You really can maximize them and stretch them to create incredible experiences for your family. If you have more questions about the best credit cards to funnel your budget through, then I have a resource of my top recommendations in the description below. So be sure to check that one out. So the step 1 in mapping out our year of trips is we want to dream first and then strategy second. And so what I like to do is I'm going to go through on a Google Doc or my journal and write down all of the amazing places that me or my kids would really love to travel this year. We're not going to start with Google Flights. We're going to start with where would our family love to be? Where would you and your husband love to take an extra couples trip? Where would you love to take your daughter for her 16th birthday if that's this year? What kind of amazing summer memories do you really want to make? And start jotting down locations of places that you would like to go. Next, I'm going to open up my Google Calendar. And for a family as large as mine, all 6 of us, the easiest way for me to find the best reward deals with the most flexibility is to look over summer vacation for the kids. Then I'm going to start mapping out when they have long school breaks and winter break, fall break, long weekends, things like that. Even if it's just a weekend trip, sometimes you can pop over to a beach location somewhere and just have a nice little mini getaway. I mean, this last winter break, we flew to Las Vegas with the kids and we went ziplining and we saw a Cirque du Soleil show and it was super duper fun. If you want, I have the video right here of how I bought Cirque du Soleil tickets that ended up giving me enough reward points through this new strategy so that way I could make them go really far towards my next reward flight. Basically, we're creating a lifestyle of travel and opening up the world for your kids. This isn't a one and done thing. This is a system that's repeatable now forever. Then the third thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add strategic little bonus trips that kind of fall under my weekend getaway, but I'm going to map out fun, maybe drivable places. Right now I live in Salt Lake, and if we were to pop up to Denver or go to Los Angeles, what would that look like and what hotels do I want to stay in? As we mentioned in the previous video, we want to search for our flight rewards first and then our hotel rewards second, because those can tend to be a lot more stable and they don't change as often. But as I'm brainstorming this category, I'm going to include hotels that are within driving distance, whether it's a couple hours and I want to do a fun staycation, and fun 1 and 2 night stays, and weekends that we can then turn into really awesome memories. These don't require a massive amount of points, but they really increase our family's quality time that we have together. Step 4 is when we actually start plugging these together in our free reward redemption websites. So I went through this in detail in video 2 and 3 of this playlist, but as just a recap, I like Seats.aero and Point.me to get started for flights, and MaxMyPoint.com for hotels. If the kids' schedules allow it, I highly recommend adding flexibility in your dates whenever possible, because that can be a huge difference in your reward redemptions and how far your points can go. Just remember, especially when it comes to family trip planning, flexibility is not chaos. It's strategy, and it's leveraging your reward redemptions. Then step 5, as I'm looking through these offers and looking up these destinations and dates, I'm going to be plugging in each destination within those dates. So that way I can see when my points go the farthest for each destination and really reverse engineer that in a way that's really simple. Then I want to make sure that I am looking at transfer bonuses. You can find these in your credit card portal, where you're just going to log into your credit card, go to transfer points. As long as you don't have a co-branded card, you should have a transfer points section in your credit card portal. And from there, you'll be able to see all the different transfer bonuses. If you want examples of that, we covered that in detail in video 3, and you can check out that link right here. But this is really the magic of where the same points can stretch even further. I recently booked a trip for all 6 of us to London, and I got our flights for 6,000 points, and then I used a transfer bonus of 40%. So it ended up being just over, I think it was 4,200 points per person. I'm not totally sure on that math, but it was significantly less. It was so much fun. Oh my gosh. And as I'm mapping all of this out, it's really important to note that transfer bonuses are not always there. So you're going to want to do a Google search to see how long that window is and book within that transfer partner window. So that way you get the maximum value. As you can see, this is strategic. However, it's not really advanced. Anybody can do this. And you're only going to use transfer bonuses when it makes sense. Now, step 6 is I'm going to run everything through my reward calculator. This is an automated calculator that I created that takes the math and the guesswork out of point strategy. To use the color-coded calculator, all you're going to do is plug in how much this flight costs retail and how many points it's going to take and any taxes and fees that you're going to be spending out of pocket, and it will let you know instantly if you're getting a good, great, or bad deal. I view this calculator as just insurance that I know that I'm getting a good redemption value, that I'm not wasting my points and I'm not being stupid. It's a huge time saver and a good decision filter. And from here, this is where most people freeze. And so that's why I created the Reward Travel Starter System. If you want this entire process laid out with different credit card recommendations, different strategies, and insider super simple tips that I use to actually get commissions and exclusive discounts on everything else not covered on the trip, like your excursions and your other activities, your rental cars, your VRBOs. I cover all of that in the Reward Travel Starter System. I also have a planner that keeps everything organized and together for you, and several awesome guides that will just set you up for success and make this as simple and repeatable as possible. Everything and more that I've covered in this playlist is included in the Reward Travel Starter System, so if you want to learn more, be sure to check it out in the link below, and thank you so much for watching.